Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Felix Ruben. Thank you so much for your support. Today I want to talk about rheumatic fever. And rheumatic fever, basically, we can't talk about rheumatic fever without classifying rheumatic fever. And basically that is what I'm going to do today. Now in rheumatic fever, you get most of the time, there are involuntary movements, there are joint pains, there are fever. Now, we want to get the exact classification of rheumatic fever, where each presentation belongs. Now, let's start with the major criteria, because you'll have to get that sometimes before you make a diagnosis, you'll get to have, two major plus one minor, or three minor, or three major, so in whichever the case. Now we are talking about, actually there are five. We have arthritis, we have Sydenham's chorea, we have erythema marginatum, we have what we call subcutaneous nodules, we have carditis. Now when we're talking about carditis, carditis is where the three major parts of the heart get involved. We have pericardium, we have what we call the myocardium, and then we have the myocardium. Okay? Now, you'll get to know that someone is having carditis, even basically on auscultation, where you'll elicit heart murmurs, and this is where you'll realize a patient will develop long-term complications. Now, after carditis, we'll go to arthritis. Arthritis is where there is inflammation of synovial membranes, and it will affect the large joints. That includes the ankles, the toes, the knees, and etc. But they subside just on NSAIDs. Example, Brufen, and etc. Other NSAIDs. Now, we are going to talk about the Sydenham's chorea, where a patient will develop involuntary movements, and these involuntary movements most of the times involve the lower extremities. Someone will develop weak muscles. This is stereotypically movements that we'll see in a patient if they have got the Sydenham's. It is purposeless and involuntary. That is what you have to know. So about the subcutaneous nodules, they are painless hard lumps that we will normally elicit below the skin, in areas like the ankles, the jaw, the ankles, the knees, yes, and such areas. We are talking about erythema marginatum, where they are distinctive pinkish type of rashes that are always found on the upper proximal parts of the skin, and the torso. Okay. Now, after getting to know where they're found, I think we've tackled a bit the five, or am I leaving any? No. We are going to talk about the minor. Now, the minor, we will get to know that there is clinical, and then there's laboratory works, and then the ECG can also help you. In the ECG, you'll realize that there are intervals. Now, the PR intervals will be prolonged. In the clinical area, we have fever of 38.5 degrees Celsius. It could be equal to or above. That one you'll have to have some queries. Now you'll be getting things like arthralgia, and then on the laboratory works, we will be talking about elevations. Now, elevation in CRP, that is the C-reactive proteins, which goes above 3.0 or equal to uh, grams per deciliter. Then we'll also got to we'll get to the leukocyte count that is elevated, the ESR erythrocyte sedimentation rate of higher than 60 or equal to 60 millimeter per hour, and etc and so many of them. For today, I wanted just to talk about the criteria. Now, next time we are going to talk about the pathophysiology of RHD, rheumatoid heart disease. This video strictly belongs to medical students and people who would want to learn and have a recap of what they are read in class. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. You're welcome. Thank you. I love you.